As a new investor, you'll be tempted to check on the prices of your holdings many times each day. This is especially true for emerging markets like cryptocurrency, where prices are known for their volatility. Although watching the price of Bitcoin can climb gives you this dopamine-fueled high when things are going your way, it can also cloud your judgment, causing you to focus too closely on the intraday price fluctuations. And if you're not careful, the seemingly harmless habit of checking prices too often can lead you to make poor investment decisions like panic selling or buying the top. More importantly, checking the crypto prices alone doesn't actually improve your skills as an investor. Just to be clear, I am not saying you shouldn't track the prices of your investments each day. But this video was made for those of you obsessively checking on those prices because I know you're out there. We're about to go over 3 alternative actions to take the next time you feel the urge to refresh those prices for the 3rd or 5th time in 1 hour. As a side note, this video is intended mainly for cryptocurrency hodlers who are in this for the medium to long term. If you're a day trader, it will be necessary to check the prices of your investments more often. Before we go deeper into the content, I want to thank all our new and returning subscribers, as always, for being here with us and being a part of the community. I also want to remind you guys to give this video a like and consider subscribing if you find value in it. Also, let us know how many times a day you check the cryptocurrency prices on average in the comment section below. I'm curious to see what those numbers are. Let's get into it. Around 2 years ago, I myself was a new cryptocurrency investor, and I can remember vividly checking my phone and just trying to figure out if this thing was going up or going down. But my only method for doing it, as I mentioned in the intro, was just checking on the price of Bitcoin. And I just remember how extremely frustrating that was, and literally how, basically, I'll admit it, how addicting it was at the time. And it took me a long time to get past that, but eventually I figured out that there are other things that could make me a better investor and a more informed investor. If you think about it, it doesn't even really make sense just to look at prices because you're just watching numbers arbitrarily go up and down. And for the record, if you don't know this, if you're new here, these prices are going to literally go up and down every day. So it's going to take you emotionally on this high and low journey along with it, and it's just not really the best approach. So as I mentioned before, there are 3 things that I now like to do instead of checking the prices. So one thing you can do, and the first one I'm going to suggest, is just do some research. Some of the websites I like to research, and you can see in my other videos, I use them here all the time, are Cointelegraph, CCN, I enjoy the Daily Hodl. Also, I'm relatively active on Twitter, and sometimes just going on Twitter and seeing what people are talking about on crypto Twitter itself can be really beneficial. Or of course, naturally, you can go on YouTube and watch a video like this one about whatever specific project that you're interested in at the moment. The second thing I want you to consider doing is look into the technicals. So if you don't know anything about technical analysis, you can go on some of the websites I mentioned before and see what people are saying. But technical analysis plays a big part in price action if you don't realize that. And if you don't believe that, all I have to say to you is start reading up on it and learn about it, and you will see what I mean very quickly. I myself am a diligent learner. I'm always reading. So I've read multiple books on the topic of technical analysis. And on this channel, if you don't know, I guess this is a good time to plug it. But I make regular chain link technical analysis videos basically once a week, as that's one of my biggest holdings. I also like to talk about Ripple, Cardano, Litecoin, Ethereum, and I'll make technical videos on that from time to time. But there are a lot of people on YouTube that do a great job of this. Or again, if you're on Twitter, people that post charts of what they're seeing. And I've always found that when I see what is happening, it actually gives me some comfort, because instead of just watching the number fall and me getting all upset and wrapped up in it, I can take comfort in knowing where the next nearest support level is. So number 2, again, is just to learn about or just read about what's happening on the charts. And the third thing you can do is so simple and so overlooked, but extremely powerful, and that is just setting alerts, either in your Blockfolio account, or if you're on Coinbase actually alerts will come to you when prices move 10% higher or 10% lower or whatever it is. But on Blockfolio, and I want to pull this up for you too, it's this icon here, the one that looks like a bee. That's an incredible app because it lets you track all your holdings. Also within that app, as I mentioned, you can set price alerts for literally whatever you want. So if you study those technicals, you can set alerts where you think the price might bounce. So what I might encourage you to do is go into Blockfolio or find some sort of mechanism and just set alerts on whatever cryptocurrency you're watching whenever it moves plus 10 or minus 10% or something like that, whatever percentage you're comfortable with as an investor. Really powerful tool. And then what you're doing is you're letting the market come to you. You're not sitting there refreshing the phone every 3 seconds just to see what's going on when you have no idea what's going on. Make sure to give this video a like if you found value in the content. Again, let me know how many times you're checking your Blockfolio or your cryptocurrency prices each day. And I will tell you guys, I generally check mine roughly 3 to 5 times a day, which is actually still probably more than I should. But during the times when I would check beyond that, I'm doing these things that I talk to you about here. Also subscribe to the channel for more videos on cryptocurrency reviews, investing tips on how to become financially independent, and all things related to cryptocurrency as well. I want to thank you for watching, remind you never to invest more than you can afford to lose, and encourage you to enjoy the ride. Later.